Gentlemen, let's be unequivocally real for a moment. If your mornings have lost their familiar spark, if the vitality you once commanded feels like a distant memory, and if certain morning situations are now more a source of quiet anxiety than reliable assurance, then this message is precisely for you. You're already making that daily pilgrimage to the coffee machine, aren't you? But what if that ritual, that simple cup, held the untapped power to revolutionize your blood flow, ignite your energy levels, and profoundly restore those crucial aspects of your masculine performance that may have become less dependable over time? This isn't a fleeting trend or a temporary fix. It's about unlocking a sustained, natural transformation that could redefine your entire day, every day. If you're not paying attention right now, you risk missing out on a straightforward yet incredibly effective upgrade that countless men are already experiencing. I'm Dr. Sophia Carter, and with over a decade dedicated to urology, I've had the privilege of helping thousands of men navigate these very intimate and often frustrating challenges. What I've consistently observed is that the most powerful solutions aren't always hidden within prescription bottles. Frequently, they reside in the unassuming ingredients right within your own kitchen. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain and reveal exactly what you can add to your daily coffee to morph it from a mere pick-me-up into a potent elixir that actively supports your performance, resilience, and well-being from dawn until dusk. And before any skepticism creeps in, dismiss the thought that this is just another foray into unproven alternative medicine. Every single recommendation I'm about to share is rigorously supported by legitimate, peer-reviewed scientific research, not ephemeral internet chatter. More importantly, these are the very tools that real men in my practice have successfully integrated into their lives for years, achieving tangible and lasting results. We all appreciate the familiar embrace of coffee. It's an undeniable kickstarter, an efficient catalyst that gets your blood pumping, clears the mental fog, and sharpens your cognitive edge. However, the standard cup often delivers a pronounced spike, followed by an inevitable unwelcome crash. Your heart might race for a brief period, but then you find yourself instinctively reaching for a second or even third cup by mid-morning, desperate to recapture that initial boost. While it temporarily enhances circulation, plain coffee doesn't fundamentally address the deeper, underlying physiological shifts that become increasingly significant as we journey past the age of 50. This is an era where testosterone levels naturally begin to decline, blood vessels gradually lose their youthful flexibility, and the quick jolt of caffeine becomes akin to applying a temporary bandage to a more complex systemic issue. Our objective isn't merely to mask these changes, but to fundamentally transform your morning coffee into a potent, strategic ally that actively supports your body's innate systems. It's about maintaining your cherished morning ritual, but now it's working for you in profound and meaningful ways that truly matter, optimizing your inner mechanics with every sip. Consider it this way: you wouldn't fuel a high-performance sports car with regular unleaded, would you? Similarly, once you hit 50, your body requires premium fuel, not just the basic everyday stuff. The truly remarkable aspect of this upgrade is that you can enhance your coffee with simple, accessible ingredients you likely already possess in your pantry or can easily procure for just a few dollars at any local grocery store. Our first secret ingredient is cinnamon. Now, we are not advocating for an excessive half-container deluge here. A mere quarter or half teaspoon, adjusted to your taste preference, is perfectly sufficient. However, a crucial distinction must be made. Not all cinnamon varieties are created equal. For daily consumption, prioritize Ceylon cinnamon over the more common cassia variety found in most grocery stores. Ceylon boasts significantly lower levels of coumarin, a compound that, in high and prolonged doses, can potentially be taxing on your liver. The profound importance of cinnamon lies in its remarkable ability to act as nature's own sophisticated blood sugar regulator. Extensive studies have demonstrated its capacity to reduce fasting blood sugar levels by as much as 29%. This profound control over blood sugar is an absolute cornerstone for robust erectile function. When your blood sugar experiences erratic spikes and precipitous crashes throughout the day, it subtly but persistently damages the incredibly delicate microscopic blood vessels, many thinner than a human hair, that are essential for penile blood flow. These are often the first structures to suffer when blood sugar regulation falters. Chronically elevated blood sugar initiates a process known as glycation, effectively turning your blood into a viscous syrup that gradually clogs and stiffens your arterial pathways, much like sandpaper abrading delicate pipes. Cinnamon is rich in powerful compounds called polyphenols, which diligently work to smooth out these fluctuations, maintaining stable blood sugar levels and consequently ensuring superior blood flow precisely where it counts the most. But the fascinating story doesn't end there. Cinnamon also imparts a gentle warming sensation that subtly relaxes blood vessels through a process known as vasodilation. Think of the subtle warmth you feel after consuming something mildly spicy. It's a similar, albeit gentler, principle at play. The key compound responsible is cinnamaldehyde, which actively encourages your body to produce more nitric oxide, the very same crucial molecule that pharmaceuticals like Viagra leverage. My patients frequently report a more balanced, sustained energy throughout their day when they incorporate cinnamon into their coffee. No jarring jitters, no debilitating crashes, just a steady, enduring strength. One particularly memorable patient, a 58-year-old contractor, recounted how this simple addition transformed his afternoons, shifting from an inevitable post-lunch energy slump to a sustained ability to power through his physically demanding jobs. As an added bonus, it imparts a sophisticated, exotic flavor profile reminiscent of an artisanal coffee shop. If you've ever savored a traditional Mexican or Middle Eastern coffee, you'll recognize that this cinnamon coffee pairing is a revered, centuries-old tradition, with ancient cultures intuitively grasping its benefits long before modern science provided empirical validation. Next on our list is cocoa powder, and let me be clear, we are not talking about the sugary, overly processed hot chocolate mixes. Seek out genuine, unsweetened cocoa powder, the kind so intensely dark it verges on black. A mere teaspoon stirred into your morning brew unleashes a cascade of profound benefits. Cocoa is an abundant reservoir of potent flavonoids, notably epicatechin and catechin. These are the same health-promoting compounds found in premium dark chocolate, but here you gain their advantages without the superfluous sugar and calories. These flavonoids execute a critical function. They significantly amplify your body's production of nitric oxide. For those unfamiliar, nitric oxide is nothing less than the master switch for healthy erections. It acts as the essential signaling molecule that instructs your blood vessels to fully dilate, allowing a robust, unimpeded surge of blood flow. In youth, your body effortlessly generates ample nitric oxide. However, post-50, this production can plummet by as much as half. The greater your nitric oxide output, the more reliably and firmly your erections can be achieved. Cocoa has been unequivocally demonstrated to naturally enhance this vital process. A compelling study published in the Journal of Hypertension revealed that men who regularly consumed cocoa experienced improvements in blood flow comparable to certain medications, critically, without any undesirable side effects. We are discussing a remarkable 30% improvement in flow-mediated dilation, the medical term for how effectively your arteries expand. Beyond its physical benefits, cocoa also exerts a fascinating influence on your mood. It contains compounds called anandamides, the very same neurochemicals your brain produces when you experience the joyous sensation of being in love. It literally uplifts your spirits. Furthermore, it boasts phenylethylamine, a natural antidepressant. Thus, you're not solely bolstering your physical performance, you're actively optimizing your mental game, which, let's be honest, constitutes a significant portion of overall performance. Another frequently overlooked benefit is cocoa's rich magnesium content. Magnesium is absolutely indispensable for robust testosterone production and efficient muscle function. A significant number of men are magnesium deficient, and integrating cocoa powder offers a simple, delicious avenue to increase your intake. As for the taste, it elegantly transforms your coffee into a sophisticated mocha without the caloric bomb of sugar. Should you initially find it a tad too bitter, a minuscule addition of stevia or monk fruit, natural sweeteners that won't provoke a blood sugar spike, can perfectly balance the flavor. Then we have maca powder, a truly intriguing ingredient steeped in thousands of years of Peruvian tradition, where it's affectionately nicknamed natural Viagra. However, its mechanism of action is fundamentally distinct from pharmaceutical options. Rather than forcing a temporary surge of blood flow, maca delicately encourages your body to naturally optimize its own hormone production. This remarkable root thrives at altitudes exceeding 14,000 feet in the unforgiving Andes Mountains, enduring conditions where virtually no other plant can survive. This harsh, extreme environment imbues the maca plant with extraordinary resilience and an exceptionally dense nutritional profile. It boasts an impressive array of 19 amino acids, alongside vital vitamins C and E and essential minerals such as calcium, zinc, iron, and magnesium. Crucially, it also contains a unique suite of compounds called machenes and macamides, which are exclusive to this plant. The scientific literature surrounding maca is quite compelling. A 2009 study, for instance, showed that men consuming 2.4 grams daily, approximately a teaspoon, over 12 weeks reported significant enhancements in both sexual desire and overall performance. Another investigation indicated improvements in sperm production and motility. The truly pivotal aspect of maca is that it is not a stimulant. Instead, it is classified as an adaptogen. This means it equips your body with an enhanced ability to gracefully adapt to stress and diligently maintain systemic balance. Maca's distinctiveness lies in its apparent influence on the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, the supreme conductors of your entire hormonal orchestra. It doesn't introduce external hormones into your system, but rather empowers your body to generate more of its own, naturally. This explains why its beneficial effects accumulate and intensify over a period of time, rather than delivering an abrupt, immediate impact. A teaspoon of maca in your coffee imparts a subtly nutty, almost butterscotch-like flavor. Some individuals find it reminiscent of malted milk. While some wholeheartedly embrace the taste from the outset, others may require a short period of adjustment. For those new to maca, a helpful tip. Yellow maca typically offers the mildest flavor profile. Red maca is often favored for its potential prostate health benefits, while black maca is widely regarded as the most potent for boosting energy and stamina. I generally advise starting with yellow maca for a gentler introduction. As for the effects, most men begin to observe noticeable improvements in their energy levels and sexual desire within 2 to 3 weeks. Not an overnight miracle, but rather a gradual, genuinely sustainable enhancement. The overarching beauty of maca extends far beyond just erectile function. Men consistently report elevated workout performance, enhanced mental clarity, and a pervasive feeling of simply being more like themselves again. One of my patients, a 54-year-old teacher, vividly described it as though someone turned the lights back on upstairs, emphasizing a newfound clarity and focus across all aspects of his life. Now, I understand that the notion of adding coconut oil to your coffee might initially sound unusual, even peculiar. But I urge you to hear me out on this. When you meticulously blend a single teaspoon of coconut oil into your piping hot coffee, the result is a luxuriously creamy, profoundly rich beverage that not only satisfies, but also provides sustained fullness and vibrant energy for hours on end. Say goodbye to the dreaded mid-morning energy slump, the irritating hunger pangs, and that almost irresistible urge to grab a sugary donut at 10 a.m. But let's delve into the compelling science behind this practice. Testosterone, that quintessential male hormone, is fundamentally synthesized from cholesterol and beneficial fats, emphatically not the deleterious trans fats. Your body absolutely requires these essential raw materials to adequately produce hormones. If you've diligently adhered to a low-fat diet for years, mistakenly believing it to be unequivocally healthy, you might have inadvertently been starving your body's critical hormone production pathways. Coconut oil serves as an exceptional source of medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs. Unlike most other dietary fats that undergo an extensive journey through your entire digestive system, MCTs are unique. They bypass this lengthy process, traveling directly to your liver, where they are rapidly converted into usable energy. It's akin to providing your body with a highly efficient, premium-grade fuel that it can immediately deploy. Approximately 60% of coconut oil comprises MCTs, specifically lauric acid, which is renowned for its antimicrobial properties and its significant support for immune system function. Studies have consistently shown that MCTs can actively elevate testosterone levels. One particularly insightful study found that men who regularly consumed MCTs exhibited testosterone levels that were 20% higher than those consuming other types of fats. Furthermore, they also demonstrated improved thyroid function, a crucial aspect of metabolic regulation and overall energy output. Men who embraced this coconut oil-infused coffee regimen, often referred to as bulletproof coffee, consistently report unwavering energy throughout the entire morning, superior mental clarity, and notably enhanced performance during their gym workouts. The inherent fat content cleverly decelerates the absorption of caffeine, thereby circumventing the characteristic spike and subsequent crash, instead delivering a smooth, sustained release of energy over several hours. Over time, consistently incorporating healthy fat intake directly supports the maintenance of healthy testosterone levels. The critical secret, however, is that you absolutely must blend it. Simply stirring it in will result in an unappetizing oil slick on the surface, which is, frankly, unpleasant. Employ a blender, a small milk frother, or even vigorously shake it in a sealed mason jar. This transforms it into a creamy, latte-like beverage that many find tastes superior to plain coffee, boasting the luxurious texture of an upscale coffeehouse creation. Be mindful that some individuals may initially find the oil challenging to digest. Your gallbladder requires a period of adjustment to efficiently process such a concentrated amount of fat first thing in the morning. Start with a modest half teaspoon and gradually increase the amount over a week or two. If you encounter any digestive discomfort, simply reduce the dosage and build up more slowly. Alternatively, MCT oil, being a more concentrated form, can also be used and is often easier for some people to digest. Finally, we arrive at ginger, whether freshly grated or in powdered form. This remarkable spice acts as a veritable rocket fuel for your circulatory system. It is rich in powerful compounds like gingerols and shogaols, which are formidable anti-inflammatories. These compounds actively promote the dilation of blood vessels, effectively reduce inflammation, and, astonishingly, studies indicate that ginger can significantly elevate testosterone levels by actively shielding your testicles from oxidative stress. I know this might sound unconventional, but consider the constant barrage your testicles endure. The subtle heat from prolonged sitting, the pressure from restrictive clothing, the insidious oxidative stress resulting from normal metabolic processes, and pervasive environmental toxins. For optimal function, the temperature within your testicles must be maintained at 2 to 3 degrees Celsius cooler than your core body temperature. When they become overheated or stressed, testosterone production invariably falters. Ginger acts as a vital protective agent, helping to preserve their function and ensure they operate optimally. A compelling 2012 study, for example, documented a significant 17.7% increase in testosterone levels after just 3 months of daily ginger supplementation. Another study highlighted improved sperm count and motility. Researchers theorized that ginger achieves these effects by stimulating the production of luteinizing hormone, which in turn signals your testicles to synthesize more testosterone. Incorporated into your coffee, ginger imparts a warm, subtly spicy kick, not overwhelmingly potent, but just enough to gently awaken your entire system. It's akin to the difference between a soothing alarm clock and an abrupt fire alarm. It gets you moving without the jarring shock. Begin with a modest quarter teaspoon of powdered ginger or a thin slice of fresh ginger, roughly the size of a quarter. The choice between fresh and powdered ginger offers nuanced benefits. Fresh ginger contains a higher concentration of volatile oils, providing a more immediate circulatory boost, while powdered ginger is richer in the active compounds that contribute to long-term benefits. My usual recommendation is fresh ginger in the morning for that invigorating wake-up effect, but powdered ginger is an excellent, convenient alternative for meal prepping or when traveling. A word of caution: ginger can be quite potent for some individuals. If you possess a sensitive stomach, commence with a very small amount or consume it alongside food. Furthermore, it can subtly thin your blood. Therefore, if you are currently on blood-thinning medication, it is imperative to consult with your physician before incorporating ginger into your daily regimen. However, for the vast majority of men, ginger is exceptionally safe and has been revered for its medicinal properties for over 5 millennia. Now, you might be envisioning your kitchen transforming into an elaborate chemistry lab each morning, and let me assure you that is absolutely not the intention. Here's a pragmatic, real-world approach to seamlessly integrate these powerful additions into your routine. Start simply. Choose just one ingredient. I highly recommend beginning with cinnamon for a week. Observe how you feel, noting any subtle changes in your energy or mood. Once comfortable, perhaps introduce cocoa the following week. It's crucial to understand that you are not obligated to incorporate all 5 ingredients every single day. In fact, attempting too much too soon might even be counterproductive. For the minimalist or time-pressed individual, consider the lazy man's version that still yields impressive results. Purchase pre-mixed Ceylon cinnamon and unsweetened cocoa powder. Keep it in a readily accessible jar beside your coffee maker and simply add 1 spoonful to your cup. This takes a mere 5 seconds. Alternatively, if one ingredient truly resonates, invest in a quality maca powder and solely add that. The beauty lies in its simplicity and adaptability. For those moments when you desire a truly luxurious and performance-enhancing beverage, here's my recommended weekend power coffee ritual. Brew your regular coffee, then transfer it into a blender. Add a teaspoon of coconut oil, a half teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, a teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa, and a small, thin slice of fresh ginger. Blend vigorously for about 30 seconds. The result is a healthy, gourmet, coffeehouse quality drink that genuinely nourishes and supports your body from within. A crucial caveat: resist the urge to overdo it. More is emphatically not better in this context. Loading your coffee with all 5 ingredients on day 1 will likely lead to digestive discomfort and could prematurely deter you from the entire endeavor. Start small, exercise patience, and manage your expectations. These are not instantaneous miracles. If you contend with serious medical conditions such as diabetes or heart disease, these additions are intended for optimization, not as a replacement for prescribed medication. Always consult your doctor for medical advice. Furthermore, avoid the sugary versions of these ingredients, sweetened cocoa powder, candied ginger, or cinnamon sugar, as they completely undermine the health benefits we are striving for by unnecessarily spiking your blood sugar. Finally, and most importantly, do not surrender after just 1 week. Your body has been operating under a certain paradigm for decades. It requires adequate time to adjust and respond to these new beneficial inputs. Grant it at least a full month before definitively assessing whether an ingredient is working for you. Here is a practical step-by-step challenge I invite you to undertake. Select just 1 ingredient. My strong suggestion is to begin with cinnamon, given its ease of use and generally appealing flavor profile. Incorporate a quarter teaspoon into your morning coffee every single day for the next 30 days. That is your sole focus for the first week. Just cinnamon every morning. Pay close attention to how your body responds. In week 2, if you're feeling positive results, consider adding unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon alongside your cinnamon. By week 3, introduce maca powder 3 times during the week, perhaps on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, allowing your body to acclimate. Finally, in week 4, experiment with either coconut oil or fresh ginger, selecting whichever resonates more with you. Throughout this entire month, Meticulously track your observations, monitor your energy levels, mood fluctuations, the reliability of those morning situations, and even your performance during workouts, whatever metrics are most meaningful to you. Utilize your phone's Notes app or a simple piece of paper affixed to your refrigerator. Consider rating your energy on a scale of 1 to 10 each day and make note of anything unusual, both positive and negative. I am genuinely confident that you will discern a significant enough difference to inspire you to continue this journey and further experiment. A vast majority of men who commit to this for a month ultimately integrate it as a permanent, invaluable component of their daily routine. And for those truly ready to commit, I propose my 3-ingredient starter combination: Ceylon cinnamon, unsweetened cocoa, and maca powder every morning for a full month. The total investment for these 3 potent ingredients might be as little as $15, yet the potential upside, the profound sense of feeling like your authentic vital self again, is immeasurable. Gentlemen, you absolutely do not have to passively accept decline as an inevitable part of aging. Your morning coffee can transcend its role as a mere wake-up call. It can transform into a daily, powerful dose of natural support for every aspect that matters deeply to you as a man. These are not obscure or prohibitively expensive ingredients. They are readily available at any grocery store, they are affordable, and their taste is far from unpleasant. Crucially, they are underpinned by both rigorous scientific inquiry and thousands of years of revered traditional use. So tomorrow morning, as you prepare your coffee, allow this conversation to echo in your mind. Remember that within your grasp lies the simple yet profound power to fundamentally upgrade your entire day with just a few thoughtful additions to your cup. Your body still possesses an incredible capacity for amazing feats. Sometimes it merely requires the right premium fuel. I encourage you to drop a comment below and share what you currently add to your coffee. I'm genuinely interested in your existing routines. And if you decide to try any of these suggestions, please return and share your experiences. Your personal journey could very well inspire another man to take that crucial first step. If this information has proven beneficial, please hit that subscribe button for more candid, no-nonsense insights into men's health after 50, without judgment, without embarrassment, just practical, actionable strategies that genuinely work. And importantly, share this video with a friend or buddy who might benefit from this knowledge. Sometimes the most valuable gift you can bestow upon a friend is life-changing information. Until next time, this is Dr. Sophia Carter, reminding you that even the smallest consistent changes can yield the most monumental results. Stay strong, gentlemen.